everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I'm your host for this Astro Forecast May 4th, 2023. So I already gave you a hint as far as what the sacred geometry of the day was going to be about. It's called a grand kite. Okay, so a kite energy. I'm going to wait a little bit before I continue, letting you hop on. It's all about worth. It's knowing your worth. And we're going to see all the players, because it's not just about knowing your worth. It's also about retrieving your inner power. Okay, so I was telling you through, the Astro Forecast, and it's evolving and it's coming to fruition. A lot of people are letting go of certain energies that don't belong to them and retrieving energies that belong to them. Okay, so past situation where you lost your power, when you review it mentally, when you're faced with something that triggers the same pattern, when you overcome any type of pattern, you have the ability to see it in other situations that you've gone through, and that allows you to take back your power. Okay, so all right, let's see how many people we got. Thank you so much for buying those badges. It helps me so much to continue my effort on the channel. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, grand kite. Okay, so first, to have a kite, let me show you the kite. Moon, Venus, and then Saturn forms a trine, so the grand trine. And now you have this little point here from Venus that is here and has a couple of player. Okay, you have a couple of player, but mainly it's with Mercury, all this Sun, Uranus, and it's kind of like forming this little hat. Remember, this is the seal of protection. This is a seal of protection. And then you have this trine. Thank you so much. So when you have this shape, so what is great about the kite? Some of you have worked with you, and I know you have it in your chart. And I always tell you, this is great because the grand trine allows, you see players that are in the same element. So we got Pisces here for Saturn. We got Cancer here, in this energy. But here it's kind of the end of Gemini. So it's a little cheating, but it's close enough. And then you have Scorpio. So all those energies here forming an element. So when you have this is about luck. This moves easily. Now, it can create people not to evolve. Okay, so when you have that little seal of protection that's added, it's going to want you to move into evolution. It's going to push you not to stay in that flow. It's easy, and just kind of like get the lessons. So what lessons are we getting here? The moon, which we know is important because the moon is the one that goes through the zodiac the fastest. And the moon covers all those master teachings of the zodiac archetypes. Right now we're entering Scorpio, and we know the eclipse is going to be in Scorpio, but in the later degrees. Right now it is in the early degrees of Scorpio, and that means this is all about prosperity. This is about how you value yourself. This is about making sure that you go through the garden of your creation, that as a creator you understand that you have planted seeds of intentions through your thoughts, through your desires, through your heart feelings, your heart space. Everything that you're feeling is planting seeds in your garden. Now, this is a time, especially with the eclipse, where you want to review those seeds. Do I still want to feel like this about myself? So what's happening is that elements in the cosmos are triggering incidents for you to realize, I don't want this anymore in my life. So this is what's been happening. We've been feeling a lot of tension, so we understand. And what I love is this angle here for Venus is about divine justice. So that means we are protected to make sure that we understand if things are fair or not. And it's going to be challenging for some of you because usually the biggest lessons are with the people we love, are with the people that we're like, nah, they're never going to do that to us, right? And you're going to be like, shwoof, okay, maybe. And really, it's not so much the people doing this to you, it's the energy moving us to trigger each other to understand all of this. Saturn is right now the master teacher of what? Karma. What is karma? It's impact. If I do this, this is going to be a result. Okay, so Saturn here is in a great placement where it's regulating energy exchange, which here is supported by divine justice here for Venus and making sure we're getting our worth in prosperity. So some of you have been feeling this. It's like, no, I'm not going to treat myself this way anymore. I've learned. And this is where we have this energy with this little hat here, boom, aiming at the moon with all this stellium of energy that is about making sure you feel blessed, gratitude, you feel love, and reviewing the things where you didn't. And not to be judging others for what happened, but making sure that you don't allow the pattern to continue. So sometimes it's going to make you realize that you may have to change some of your usual behaviors. And people are going to be like, well, that's not like Audrey. Well, Audrey's changing. That's not going to be like you and the usual. But guess what? People think people don't change. This is not my belief. Especially when you work with the cosmos and you work with evolution and you want to be the best version of yourself. You evolve. You evolve because the energies are pushing you. People that don't want to change are getting slammed. They're getting slammed because they don't. You see here, we have the sun that is conjunct with Uranus, with the Mercury retrograde, with the collective North Node, with Jupiter, and with Chiron. This is big. And this is all here to teach us to make sure that we're changing to become, a version of ourselves that is feeling worthy, that is feeling valued. Because the universe wants abundance for all of us. It wants you to prosper. So it's going to challenge you to understand and to remove all the things that don't make you feel valued, that make you feel like, yes, the universe has forgotten about you, or that you are unlucky, or that you're cursed, or things don't work out for you. This is not the theme. Things are working out for you. Okay, so this is the lesson as far as today's day, and it is leading you into the eclipse energy. Okay, so if you want to look at how the energy is hammering at you, you want to take, and I would say because we're close to the eclipse tomorrow, take the data for the eclipse. I will make sure that I post it again. I don't have it on top of my head, but you want to do a synastry of the eclipse with you so you can see how it is triggering you. Now, if you're like your girl here, okay, my synastry with this eclipse, do you remember what I teach you about those green dotted lines? Usually there's one. Yesterday there were two. Remember pinball? I believe if I counted right, I have 5. Okay? So I have 5 pinball with this eclipse. And I was like, I understand why I was like totally like looking in the astro forecast and like, what the hell is going on? Okay, because I was being triggered from many different points. Okay, and some of you, that might be it. And you might want to look at those lines and you might want to look at what it is triggering. Now, for the solution, because I'm your girl for solution. I do not to look at things and be like, yeah, well, that's what's happening for me and I'm just going to deal with it. Well, no, I want to learn what it teaches me. And how do you do that? You want to take the eclipse and you want to take your natal chart, and instead of making it a synastry, you want to make it a composite. A composite is when you merge your natal chart with another. And here you're going to take the eclipse. Because when I took the eclipse and I took my chart, I loved the line that I was getting, which was I was still getting one green dotted line, but it was between my sun and my moon. And that means that this interaction between consciousness and subconsciousness, the conscious aspect of myself and the subconscious, were really on this high communication path. This is what I was feeling. I was feeling triggered many ways, but I was also, through the composite, realizing this is what was the purpose. The true purpose is going to be in the composite. Okay, so this is something that I'm going to go on the subscription. I'm going to go back to a live. I'm going to continue the Astro Forecast with the one that do subscribe to the channel. Okay, this is not just following the channel. And I'm going to show you on my computer how to do all those things, what to look for, and talk a little bit more about those energies to prepare for the eclipse. So thank you so very much for everyone. If you have any questions, you can always DM me. I check all my DMs again. So thank you so much. And yeah, plant those seeds of intention, you guys. This is your time to claim your worth. This is your time to claim what you want to desire, that manifest as a renewed version of yourself that feels empowered, that feels deserving, that feels loved, that feels grateful, and all those good stuff. Okay, so thank you so very much. How do you subscribe? Oh, for the one, April, I think you are part of the subscriptions already. For the ones that want to subscribe, on my main page, towards the right, you have my email, and I believe you can click on subscription, okay? So that would give you access to everything that everyone sees, plus extra videos, extra things, and you also get a free session of 30 minutes with me as part as my gift to you, and so we can connect a little bit more. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so very much. My natal chart is heavily affected by eclipse. I had a dream I killed the old me with a knife peacefully. Well, listen, the knife is a sharp tool, and it's also a representation of the sword of truth, okay? So even though it looks a little intense, that might be just a reflection of how intense the process has been for you. But really, anything that is like sword-like is about truth. So you're realizing some truth about yourself. So again, dreams, perfect gateway for you to have communication between your conscious self and your subconscious self and kind of understand all those things. So great example. Thank you for commenting. All right, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Love you.